Welcome, friends, to the Gamer Down. This is your host, Dark Hostess, in a tireless effort to bring you the best and the worst of video games. Yep, we have a real doozy on our hands today. It's called Breaking the Rules, and by the concept, it sounds awesome. You know, it sounds like Pit Fighter from the old days, you know. And it's a fighting game. And it took me forever just to figure out how to load up these characters and everything. There's no layout for the controllers at all. So every time I went into the controller options, there was nothing. No way to custom map your controls. And as you can see, you have a wide selection of very ugly mugs to choose from as your fighters. And after trying a couple of them, they all suck equally. I mean, the controls for this game are almost impossible to even use, you know? I mean, it is just ridiculous. I even put the game on, like, the lowest settings, you know, just to try and show you guys something. Yeah, this game is like, so friggin' difficult that, you know, you're just instantaneously on the ground getting your ass kicked. Instantaneously. And so, here we are. Mickey versus Otto. Yeah. This game is something else. I mean, it's a good idea, but it turned out to be one hell of a shitty game. I can tell you that much. This game is friggin' terrible, and I don't know if they even attempted to do any kind of alpha testing or bug testing or anything like that. Everything about this game is pretty much terrible. The movement of the characters, the camera. You have to take your hand off the mouse, which is your camera, just to use the fighting controls. And you know, you can't run fast at all. You know, you just walk really slow, and you're instantaneously like knocked to the ground with just the slightest little punch. And it's just ridiculous. You know, this game is just something else. There's no tutorial. No key mapping, so you can't even really figure out what keys do what. So I was just completely guessing. It took me quite a while, you know, just going through each key to finally find a couple of punching keys, you know. And your space bar is jump, and if you jump, that's like the worst thing you can do. As soon as you're up in the air, you're dead meat, and you're just at the mercy of the opponent. Yeah. I don't know, you know, what exactly the plan for this game was. They could have done quite a bit with it. They could have made it really cool. But the controls are so funky, so bad, that it is pretty much impossible to play. Maybe if you had a gamepad, it would be a little better. I'm using a keyboard and mouse, but yeah, things don't work out too well with the keyboard and mouse here. I mean, like I said, you have to use the mouse to position your camera, and then you have to put your hands on the J and the K keys to punch. Yeah, it's pretty terrible, and there would be several instances in this game where I would just get massive frame rate drops. So that's another issue. Yeah, very buggy, very junky game. This game is by BTR Studios, and the cost of this game is $14.99, so like 15 bucks. It's not worth $15. It wouldn't even really be worth $5. Really, like I said, it's unplayable with a keyboard at least, and I do not have a mouse. I do not have an Xbox controller to test out how that would go, but it's impossible. So you should just write off keyboards completely off your website. And yeah, I hate to say this, it's just this game is completely unplayable. BTR Studios, if you are listening out there, you need to revamp these controls and allow key mapping. You definitely need to allow key mapping. You have a very, very funky system the way you have it implemented right now. Honestly, you know, I love the idea for the game. You know, have an all-out brawl fighting game. There hasn't been one in a while that was worth a damn on the PC that I can remember. Yeah, it's a great idea, But I can pretty much do this exact same thing in Grand Theft Auto. I can just go to the bar, the club, and do this exact same game with even better controls. So, you know, I hate to break it to you, but this has really been done already. I know that you are touting this game to be maybe a competitive game as well. With controls like this, it just is not going to make it. You know, you have to have very precise, sleek controls if you're looking to make this into some sort of competitive game. Because the way it is now, it's pretty much a hunk of junk. So with a little luck and just spamming the J and K keys just like crazy, I managed to win that one match. So I thought I would go ahead and check out this tournament bowl thing and try a different character as well. You know, and it really didn't matter. This character here seemed even worse than Mickey Tyson or whatever they're calling that guy. Yeah, I don't know. You know, this could have been an awesome game. It could have been like Pit Fighter from the old days. Do you remember Pit Fighter? Yeah, that was a great game, and it was really wonky controls as well, but it had style to it. You know, this game is just like somebody's mishmash in their mind, and they managed to make it into a game, and then none of it works. None of it really works. Like just like here, you know, this tournament, and the way the camera is, you can't really move your camera around, can't really move your character around very well. You're really locked into this really stiff movement, and you just get knocked down so damn easily. Just one light little punch, boom. I mean, my ass is on the ground, you know. This chick sucked. I can tell you that much. She sucked bad. I could not even get really one punch off. And so for the rest of the time, you lay here and just watch the rest of the tournament. And yeah, this is pretty crazy, man. I mean, it could have been really well done, but it's not well done. And these sorry bastards even started ganging up on me with a baseball bat. Yeah, that's not cool. Beating up on this poor, defenseless little chick. And she really was defenseless. Let me say that much. She really was defenseless, because I could not get anything off. I could not get a punch off. I couldn't get crap off. It sucked. Not very fun. Pretty much the entire time, I just laid on the ground and felt very helpless. And this was on the easiest setting. When I had it on normal setting, it's even worse than this. I mean, you have no chance at all. At least these guys kind of stand back a little bit, but you just have no chance. I mean, it's just freaking ridiculous. It's just so damn freaking ridiculous. And here is the AI controlled, where they're fighting each other. And it really doesn't even look much better than my match. Yeah, this is something else. I can't believe that you would present this game as being done, because it is so far from being done. It's like I said, it's just like an idea more than a game. You know, where exactly is the game in this? I don't see it. You know, spamming two keys, is that the game? There's no, you know, real creativity to it, really. So with that, all I have to say is, don't be fooled by what the manufacturer's websites say, you know. The way that the BTR website made this game out to be, they made this out to be such an awesome game, and it turned out to be such a turd. This is a turd in a box. Do not get this game unless you want some severe disappointment. It is very crappy game. You want to stay away from this game. I'm only giving it a 2 stars out of 10, and those 2 stars I feel like is being very generous. Those 2 stars are just really for the idea of this game. The idea could have been really great. Execution sucked. This has been Dark Hostess for the Gamer Down, with a look at breaking the rules.